So he says, yeah, I take care of it. So he said, okay. So now, the 9th month roll around, he tells her, hey, before we decide to do anything, I would like to have a DNA test to prove that the baby's mine. So she says, well, you're my husband. Why would the baby not be yours? He said, well, we was going on vacation, and yet as soon as we come back, 9 months later, you're pregnant, and we haven't had sex in almost 10 months. And that was 9 months later, and you're having a baby, and the baby's almost here. So I feel like we should get a DNA test. So she decides, like, no, I don't want a DNA test. The baby's yours. And if you feel like you need a DNA test, then I'm gonna divorce you and take you for child support. So she says, fine, that's fine by me. I'm still gonna get a DNA test. So she said, okay, and the moment you do, I'm filing papers. He says, okay, that's fine with me. Now, the baby comes. He go get the DNA test. She files for the divorce. The baby, as she should have known, was not his. So he gets the paper. He gets the paper back. Now she's still claiming that the baby's his. He gets the paper back. He walks up to her and says, hey, I signed the divorce paper. Did you sign the divorce paper? She says, yeah. I'll be taking you for alimony and child support. So he says, well, you have good luck with that. So she said, what do you mean? He drops the paper in front of her. It says that the baby is 0.00% chance of his baby, which means that he's not the father. So she's like, this is impossible because you're the only person I slept with. He says, really? Because when we was in the Bahamas, you the one that had the idea to go on and have parties and go meet and go do our own separate things, but yet you the only one that wound up in the situation. So he says, so when you going for an alimony, make sure you tell them how you opened your legs on the islands for another guy. She says, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no way in the hell that this baby could be somebody else's. It has to be yours. So long story short, they went through with the proceedings for the divorce. She tells the judge, like, this is his baby. He knows it's his baby. He did something to basically flip over the answers. So he says, okay, would you like to try another DNA test? She said, I would love to try one. He says, that's fine with him because he's the one that did the first one. So she says, okay, that's perfect. So she decides, I'm going to go do it. So he did the DNA test. It took a week to get back. When it comes back, it says again, he is not the father. If you look at the kid, you can see he's not the father. So the judge says, are you sure you didn't cheat on your husband? She says, yes, I'm very positive. He says, well, I'm very positive you ain't seen a dime. Case dismissed.